Hey guys, it's the next day. It's actually about I want to say um, five, about 5:30, almost 6 o'clock here. Before I take this out, I want to show you I did pour too much resin, and that's easy enough to clean up. Not a big deal. So let's go ahead and unmold this and set this off to the side. Like I said, I can use my nippers and take that right off. There's the multiple colors of the underside. It's hollow. And I think that'll be a nice companion piece to this one. It's a little different, but it's basically got the same kind of style to it. So once I get these sanded down, get these sharp edges off, and you can see these are still very pliable. Give me 1 second here. Zoom out just a little bit. So I got these off of Temu, and there was like 2 pairs for like $4 or something. I can't remember. So what we can do is just take off most of the excess. I almost said access because it's been one of those crazy days. So just going to kind of use our nippers and go around and get the worst part of it, and then I can use like an emery board and just file it down a little bit. Like I said, you don't want to get, I personally don't like to get too close to the edges, because when you go to use, or when I've used the emery board in the past, it's kind of taken off a little too much. You just kind of pluck it off there, make it nice and neat. And I've lost one of my emery boards, but this is one of those ones that's got really a rough side on one edge. So just kind of shake it down, and it takes that rough edge right off. Now, since this is kind of a blue tone color, and I love how that comes around here. That's so pretty. It's a little too much white, but that's okay. It's not too much to worry about. What I'm thinking about doing is I have some of these metallic markers, and let's see what colors. That would almost match, so we'll do maybe that one. I thought I had a blue one, the bigger ones. Maybe not. I've never used this one before, so alright, I'm not going to use that one. So anyway, maybe take this one and go around the edges since they match really well, and that'll just kind of cover. Got some more stuff here. It'll kind of cover up the file marks and give it a little extra character, and we're going to do that on both of those posters. And then, once we get them all filed down nice and smooth the way we want it, just kind of go around the edges with it. Let's see what we think here. What do you think, guys? I think that'll be pretty. So we'll do that later. We'll finish those up later on. I don't know. Maybe we'll change that and use gold instead. And then you can just wipe it off with your fingers if you don't like it, or a little bit of alcohol or baby wipe. Alright, put these away. Now, real quick, Something I had forgotten about heat guns. If you're not careful, it can actually cause your resin to get overly hot very quickly. And unfortunately, that's kind of what happened to the bottom of this. You can see all those little edges there. And it just kind of flash cured a bit. So I could maybe do, because it's actually not level, but none of my pieces have ever been claimed to be perfect. So anyway, you, like I said, just really got to be careful. See how it's fused right there on that one spot. That's not a good thing. So obviously I'm still not a perfectionist on this kind of thing. So we're going to see what we can manage to do with this without ruining the mold. Be very gentle with it, and it should hopefully come right off. Yeah, it got a little too hot right there. Okay. Not too horrible. Lesson learned. Not to do that again. So, alright, let's get this thing back in working order. Maybe. Figure out which... there we go. Ready for the next round. Now, before we go into detail, let's look. I don't see any bubbles around this top edge. I need to file this edge down a bit. And it looks pretty good, guys. There's one of my bees. Looks like she's flying away. There's another one. Looks like she's landing. So overall, other than the bottom being a little messy, I'm pretty pleased with that. So we'll unmold the top. There's a little bubble right there. And again, if you look at it, you can see that it just kind of flashed a little too fast. But I haven't used my heat gun like that in a while, so I kind of forgot that you have to be careful. Most of everything came out. There's a little bit of gold on those feet. So a little soap and water will clean that right up. Well, we got an air bubble right there and right there. So a little bit of UV resin should fix that right up. What do you think, guys? Other than there's two little spots. I love this piece. It turned out beautifully. The colors are exactly how I wanted on the honeybee itself. And it just sits right there like that. And I love that holographic glitter, guys. Look at that. It's just so beautiful. Like I said, that's just kind of to represent the honeycomb and the different pollen that you can get in your beehives. So that's it for this evening, guys. I want to file those down. Probably circle the two coasters with gold instead of the green. And I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.